Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the south-afrifur podcast. You're listening to the sultry, terrifyingly bad voice of
The
Ivik
smoker's
from
lung.
the... And that was Scratch. And with us this evening is YoteFox.
Good day.
Hello, Yote.
Good. Again.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
Always good. Scratch, can you confirm?
I'm doing well. Superman does good. I do well.
Then call me Superman.
Just saying.
What?
Huh.
But yeah.
So apparently they're just on the point of not necessarily suiting,
Mhm.
but just checking my South Africa stream
Evil.
on Twitter.
Mhm.
Dalmi, who we've had on before,
Mhm.
is apparently trying to take a there is a new type of pants called pant alone, which
Mhm.
is literally the world's first individual pant, which has a zip all the way around, from around from the back all the way to the front, where you can then zip up other halves of pants,
Okay.
and sold by the leg
Oh.
to create a pair.
Oh.
Yep.
So it's just like it's like shorts that you can zip legs onto.
It's well, shorts, jeans, etc., etc. If you want two different colors, jeans, or if you want two different colors of apparently maybe what seems to be khaki pants
I need to
or
see this.
shorts or anything along the lines of that. I can find you the link. There's a Kickstarter for it and everything.
Oh my word.
Because I've always wished to wear two colors jeans.
I'm gonna somehow put this straight onto the chat uh, as soon as I log in. For Steam. Yeah.
Oh yes, I see this. Yeah. No.
Go Dolmy. Thank you for giving me hope in humanity, apparently, because this is exactly what everybody needs. A singular pant. I have logged in.
That looks uncomfortable as all hell. Oh, but this is good. This means you can shit without even taking your pants off.
That's one way of looking at it.
Just saying.
Scratch. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm terrifyingly well.
uh,
Holy
Innovation.
crap!
this reminds me of something
Well,
completely
I mean,
something
there's
else.
25 days to go.
Well, it's
They
still
need
got.
$150,000.
Yeah, it's still gonna be.
Well, it looks better than I expected.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Whatever. You know what?
I'm sure.
Still though. Ah,
God bless
Quite
them.
lost.
Best of luck to these people. Just. Yeah. The
hipsters.
world needs more people like that, but I'm not gonna be one of them.
That sounds like an idea. Hey, got a fullish house today. Up on the
Sweet.
first Streamland, furry.fm. As always, I have no idea who's online. I got a couple of people here. Bravura's around, Knusp, and Scratch.
That's on me.
Scratch, your double is online here.
Uh-huh.
Scratch.
Yeah, not me.
All on furry.fm. Obviously, like you guys know, we have YoteFox on this evening. And we're going to talk a little bit about fursuiting and what he's been doing recently. He's got his second suit out now,
The blue one.
named
Vex Fox.
Vex Fox. Okay, so you're specializing in foxes at present. I'm assuming that the next one's going to be a fox, which like fox colors with faux fur, fox fur. Ha ha. Anyway, I am just chatting to myself right now.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but
Um,
yeah.
So yeah, let us tell us how. Um, it's. I think you said that you went to where was it again?
Geek Fest.
Right, and full sleeves, full paws, and the
Yeah.
head and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I had all human bits covered. So, actually transitioning into the fox was was easier than like usually before.
Now, you say transitioning into the fox. Like, what is that like getting into character?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to get
Mhm.
into your character to enjoy the process of fursuiting, if I can put it like that.
I fursuit without a suit. You guys should know this by now. Every single time you've seen me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
You're weird.
acting being weird.
I always look seriously. Like I furry when I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to do that one day. I am totally going to do that one day. I'm actually considering doing that.
Fursuit to
I'm
work.
going to get
Wearing
a suit. I'm going to wear a suit to work on
You are gonna
Friday.
lose
Well,
your
actually,
job.
I don't have any classes on Friday. Uh, I'm going to get away to get classes on a Friday, and I'm going to go to both of those classes dressed in my suit
Okay.
if I ever like have money to buy one. Um,
I've
like
also
money
heard
left over, that is. Yeah,
it's expensive.
it does. It does. But yeah, so I will definitely go to work in a fursuit when I have the chance to do so. Granted, yes, Scratch, I might just lose my job. However, and I might be tackled at work. We have high schoolers. I mean tertiary institution people.
Yep. You're gonna get tackled. That's. Although it's gonna be funny if one of your students tackle you, and then it's like you can like solidly dock them
Hmm.
for that. Like if one of your actual
Yeah,
students
of course.
tackles you, it's like, who's under this thing, right? And it's like,
Minus
ooh.
5% for you,
Yeah,
Cleveland.
yeah,
Minus 20 to Gryffindor.
yeah. Like
Sorry.
I'm going to keep docking your mark, one for every day that you do not pay for my medical bills.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, so how was the experience at Geek Fest? I know that you, I mean, like you said, you transitioned into the character that you became, and I like,
Yeah, you can call that after a lot of beers that happened. It was all a bit, you know, chilled vibes and everything. But what I experienced generally at Geek Fest is a very, very positive reaction towards the fursuits. Something that you won't expect. It's like, you know, furries, we do get a lot of hate online and things, and don't let me get started with that. But the Geek Fest was, it's undescribable. It was good.
That's awesome to hear. Good to hear that people aren't just like spewing hatred for no good reason. Unless,
yeah, look, I
unless,
mean,
yeah, unless you were like
go
stranger
Scratch.
danger to them or something. But yeah, it seems that wasn't the issue.
But you
No,
know
I
what's
think
the
he
thing
was.
is with sorry, Avik?
No, go right.
No, what I want to say is the thing is with Geek Fest was it was the appropriate time for it. It was the right atmosphere for it. People expected something like that. You know, people expected you to be, you know,
Weird.
not be yourself. Yeah, weird in a sense. It's like a bunch of like-minded people.
That's good to hear.
Like a bunch of geeks.
Uh, Hence Geek Fest.
Nerds. Like mouth breathers. At least nobody can see you. At least nobody can see you mouth breathe. That's
Wow,
rude. Sit there going like.
it's really hot in this thing.
Oh, somebody has to dress up as a pug. Somebody has to dress up as a pug, and that is exactly how they should breathe.
Get that bug suit from Mentality.
Mm.
Bugs are.
Like have a little microphone ready on a and just run around the entire place going.
I think you'd be a bit bigger than anybody.
Pugs are ugly. I do not like
And then
them
just
as
go
well.
into the zombie walk like that.
I don't like.
Oh
I
wow.
don't like pugs as dogs. They're silly.
Mm. So sorry, I saw that there were a whole bunch of other fursuiters that were there as well. I
Yeah,
think, if I'm not mistaken, Dane was there,
Jake
as
Dane,
well
yeah.
as one of our newer furs, Q Fox.
Hmm.
Yeah, QFox is not that new, but yeah, he's more active now since, well, I know him on a different level, so I got him kind of to like do that.
Lucky.
Oh wait, Yarntail. I read Yarntail. Astro Fox busy with a Yarntail. Okay, so obviously now you're 2 suits in, and as I've seen both of them before, I mean, like the 1 suit is like really, really good. I mean, both of them are actually really good, but I mean, like you've really stepped up your game on Vex.
which was a surprise to even myself,
Mm,
I have to say.
well, I mean, is there anything that like you did that was different in your first suit to your second suit, fursuit, first?
Everything.
Uh, Can you elaborate? Like, is the stitching different? Was your like your process different? What?
Uh, yeah, the process, everything from top to bottom was different. First of all, with the green suit that everybody saw, in my opinion, it was alright. It wasn't that good, but it was alright for first suit. But anyway, with the green suit, YoteFox, um, what I did was I started out with gutter mesh. I made a plastic skeleton with gutter mesh, and I had different foam, fucking terrible foam. Sorry for swearing. And
No worries. We swear all the time.
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel towards that foam. I'll never use that foam again. Anyway, I uh, just
Which foam is it that they should avoid?
Like a
it's
specific brand or specific like makeup or?
I don't have a brand or anything. I was just in Shamdal, and I stopped at a foam junction place, and I told them, well, I want this foam, and it was a queen size bed foam, and I just bought it. It's like small, you can say 3 centimeter thick foam that I bought. Don't use bedding foam, just general.
Okay.
Rather use
Okay.
upholstery foam.
Upholstery
Okay.
foam.
I think it's
Okay.
it's a bluish kind of foam. It's much thinner. It's easier to sculpt in comparison to the first foam that I used. Yeah, it's just generally a better foam that I used for the second head.
Okay. That's actually pretty interesting. And then like the setup with the fur, same fur. Used a different, I think, quality of fur in the
That's
in Vex.
Yes. I used a different quality fur. The only reason why I used a different quality fur is because I couldn't get radical colored fur anymore because the supplier that I used to get it from decided that the exchange rate was too terrible for him and it's not feasible to import the fur anymore. So that was kind of a downer.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting fact, Vex started out as Yote and turned into Vex later because of that exact fact.
Okay.
Damn.
So I was planning to make it on the same fur, but um, if you're asking about where I got the fur from Shamdor, and it's much better quality than fur, but you can't find the same quality as the white fur that I used on Vex Fox in like the radical colors, like I said, like lime green or blue or those kind of colors.
Lame.
Is there like a link or an address that you could send us? Like, is it Shandor, Shanfur, Shan?
Let me quickly get it. Shamdor factory cells. It's quite a big factory. It started out in Shandor, which
Shandor.
is
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll the link. It's actually just shamdor.com. I'll share it now on the chat in first stream.
Yeah.
And there you
Oh God, this is not the place to go to because SHAM is completely different from CHAM. Chamdor.
Chandra. Sorry, did I speak it
No,
out wrong?
I'm not. Yeah, something.
No, sorry, I'm not English first language, so
Oh, well, you're pretty good English.
thank you, sir. That is very appreciated.
Mm, darling. Anyway, um,
None of that, please.
I'm sorry. Anyway, uh, what else can you tell us about, like, sort of the suiting process? What's obviously the head is probably the more difficult one to make, or is it the lesser of the two?
Hello.
In my opinion. Hello?
Oh, sorry. You blocked out
Hello.
for a sec. Just repeat that, please.
No, what I said was, Ivek said, people say paws are difficult. Paws aren't that difficult depending on which process you use. I would say the head is a bit more difficult than the paws, but are you like referring to feet paws or hand paws?
Which one of the two is more difficult?
I've only made hand paws so far. I haven't made feet paws yet, so but
Oh.
I can't believe that feet paws are difficult because it's just sculpting around, foam around a shoe and putting fur on it, so that's not difficult.
Mm-hmm.
For the hand paws, the process that I used, I don't know if you've ever heard about applique. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah,
Applique.
I think that's it sounds familiar. It's like what, working like layer on top of layer or something, or
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, what I did was I took the fur, and I cut out the hand pattern, the basic hand pattern, and then at the back of the fur, I marked out where the palm pads would be. I marked out where the toe pads would be, and things. And then I took for Vex, it was blue vinyl that I
Mhm.
searched for so fucking long, and I just worked that onto the fur from the back around,
Okay.
and stuffed it obviously and worked it close. It was a bit of a process getting it done, but I got it done.
I'm glad you did. Sorry,
If you
uh,
look, sorry,
you broke up a bit again. Sorry, repeat that.
sorry, my line is terrible. No, what I said was I'm quickly looking for the link to Matrice's
Oh yeah,
applique of the paw pads.
I remember that site. Like it was one of the first places I looked at for like how to make a fursuit, and that's like the first thing that pops up.
She's, I still use most of her techniques and everything.
Nice.
And there you go.
Huh. Oh, maybe I should do this. I don't have a sewing machine.
It's so easy. But don't do
Ha
it
ha
without the
ha
machine.
ha 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 ha. It's so easy.
It's easy. I don't know. Everybody keeps on going like online.
I made a terrible pun on the term sew.
I know, I'm aware.
I know you're aware. I'm not sure if he's aware.
Apparently, I'm not aware.
Uh,
Of
anyway,
the embroidery pun, or the not really embroidery, needlework,
yeah,
sewing,
yeah,
tailor,
sewing,
tailor, tailor made.
tailoring.
Okay.
Hem.
Ugh.
Anyway, sorry. What?
You can do better.
That one I got from. I got that one from Terry Pratchett. He always used to talk about what do you call them? No. There's a specific guild that whatever. Um, so as
Seamstress.
what do you expect to do next? Yes, seamstress. There we go. That's the word that I'm looking for. Yeah, no, the seamstresses guild, and then generally they would just sort of refer to them as the seamstresses guild, and then go hem.
I still need to read some Terry Pratchett.
When?
I still need to read Terry Pratchett.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Terry Pratchett's amazing
I know.
because I mean it involves like the entire like one of their
Right.
story arcs involves werewolves.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Noted.
it's amazing.
So what was the question?
Anyway, so when
What was the question you were posing?
I was gonna pose, what else would you sort of what are your other plans for your fursuits now? What do you intend to do from here? Because I know that in Pretoria there's a cosplay group
Yes.
of sort.
The cosplay picnic.
Say again? Yeah, the cosplay
cos-
picnic.
I have plans of going there with the fursuit. Won't be the full suit because that's a bit on,
Comfortable.
but no, not uncomfortable. What I mean is I haven't made the full suit yet. I've only made the
Mhm.
partial. What I mean is it's a bit on short notice. There we go. Sorry.
Okay.
But I do have plans of going along with YoteFox. Our plans of going there, what we're gonna do there is a bit, uh, it's a bit secret. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's gonna
Mhm.
be awesome. You know who YoteFox is, right?
I I don't believe I do,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Have you seen Knight Rider's car in South Africa, Kit?
In what do you mean in South Africa?
Kit, like the Pontiac that Knight Rider drove. Have you seen the replica in South Africa?
Oh no, I have not.
I think I have.
Where is it?
Okay,
It was like
well, um, I'm not a yeah. Anyway, I don't know if it's gonna appreciate me saying this, but he is the owner of the car.
you.
Oh, nice. I think I might have heard about this.
And it's signed by the yeah, it's signed by the half.
Nice.
It's got a video
Nice.
proving it. But yeah, I'm gonna say our plans anyway for the cosplay picnic. We want to show Kit is at the picnic.
Show. Sorry. Yeah, you said that again. You want to show off Kit.
We want to show up inside Kit.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's gonna be
Yeah,
cool.
we're gonna take the we're gonna take the T-tops off of the roof and like the ears like flop outside of the roof and just show up at the cosplay picnic with that.
Oh, sweet.
Hmm.
I think that could be fun.
Nice. Yeah, I think we have some cosplay picnics down here in Cape Town as well. That happens quite often. Actually, Ivik, someone who went to school with us, is like really into cosplay and like in the Cape Townian like cosplay circles.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll send you the details later.
okay.
Just a little random
I'm sorry, man.
bit of
My
trivia.
line seems a bit weird. I think I'm just gonna restart it quickly. So
No!
I'm just gonna pop out for seconds.
Oh, boy.
What?
Now I have to like. What do I do? What do I do? This is like tap tap.
Ask questions.
Make
Ugh,
this awkward.
I think it's better now. Yeah, it's better.
Is it better now? Okay.
Mhm.
I was actually about to ask a question. You say you got your material from like Shandor. Is it even viable, like economically, to try and import the proper colors you need from overseas, like here in the country? I mean, I know the exchange rate's gone to shit, but I mean, like, if you need a certain color, not every like fabric store is gonna have what you want or in the proper texture or whatever.
Yeah, that could be viable depending on which site you're using.
What do you
The site
recommend?
that I did actually look into this when I found out that the supplier here in close to me isn't importing anymore. I looked at AliExpress,
Uh-huh.
and they do have fur by the yards because everything on AliExpress is Chinese, but they use American what.
Units.
But the import, yeah, the import I think on a yard is I think imported for free then, but that's through EMS, South Africa's postal services, and I don't know if you want to do that.
Oh boy, no. I absolutely do not. I've had,
You wait like 2 months for import.
if you're lucky, I've lost like 4 packages going through fucking Postnet or what,
Yeah,
not
myself.
Postnet, through SAPS.
You
SAP,
know,
oh.
I've also lost like 2-3 packages. But luckily, the thing is with the guys on AliExpress is if you tell them like within 40 days you don't receive your package, you just tell them, well, it got lost in the mail, I never received it. And you've got like a kind of an insurance claim that you can make from the they call it buyer protection.
Mm-hmm.
You just tell them my item didn't show up and they refund you fully.
Nice. Or of course they
That's
send it
just
again.
nice. Or they can send it again depending on what you want.
Yeah, good. I've done that a few times to places that the places that I don't get my shit from, and I always feel like an asshole because sometimes it does show up, sometimes it doesn't. I to be honest, I've yet to receive like 2 pairs or something, but still, it's freaking, it's horrible. Yeah, I ordered Loot Crate
it's out of
once.
control.
I ordered Loot Crate once,
Yeah.
and like they were fulfilling it through like the South African post office, and we had them delivered like shipped the crate twice, and just nothing happened. Like,
It's terrible.
yeah.
But did you have like a kind of insurance, buyer protection, or something on that?
Dude, they can send the thing as often as they want. If it gets lost in the post office, then it gets lost. Like, it's not like we can
Yeah,
just
then
like
there's
rock
nothing
up there and like and tell them, yeah,
Mm.
where is this thing? Because hell, I didn't even know if they know where the front door is.
Yeah. South Africa. What a wonderful place.
It's just some places are shit. Like,
EMS
seriously.
is shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'd much rather work through like
Huh.
a courier that I can like. If it is ensured that I'm going to get this package, like it will come to my door.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to sit in some freaking warehouse for 6
You know,
months.
some of the courier services are even worse than the post office.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't
I've
had.
read a few.
You were saying?
I've read a few things on Hello Peter.
Yeah. Hello Peter is our version of Yelp for those who don't know. No, for those who feel like using it. I've never really found a need for it. Like I always bitch directly to the managers or to whoever's in charge.
I burned someone in Cape Town with that. Yeah, because 2 years ago, beginning last year,
Mhm.
me and my girlfriend went down to Cape Town. There was a woman that was really rude to her, so just burned her on Hello Peter. Anyhow,
At a restaurant or something.
oh no, it's an accommodation place.
Well,
We had an issue with accommodation, and the woman was staying in, I think it was called Somerset West.
oh
No,
yeah.
she was in Barrow.
Oh,
And I was in
Paro.
Paro at
Ooh.
the moment I found her. Yeah. And her
Mhm.
place that she was renting out was in Bloubergstrand.
Okay.
So what we did was we found her, and I told her, okay, I'll come to you in Paro, and I'll come and fetch the key from you, and then I'll drive to Bloubergstrand, because I think it's not that much of a difference, not much of a distance.
Yeah.
And I told her, listen, I can't pay everything for the 3 days. We wanted to book for 3 days. I can't pay everything for the 3 days today. I can pay half today and half tomorrow.
Mhm.
And she like literally went off on me on the phone, like, telling me, I know people like you come here, use my facilities and just go and leave it like you know. I'm like, shit, what? Wait, what?
Wow.
No, I'm not like that.
Awesome way to work in hospitality. Seriously.
I know, that is exactly. The place is called the Waves 103. Don't ever book it. Everybody who's listening, don't book Waves 103. The owner's a bitch.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ivik, you back? Ivik.
Hi, Vic.
I'm here. It's just you guys both sound like robots.
Oh. Restart. Did you restart
Yeah.
your Skype? Ugh.
Yeah, I think things are a bit better now.
Let's hope it
Caught
picks
up.
up.
Yeah,
Are
it
you
sounds
still
better
there?
now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, seems we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I do fail to respond or ask a question 2 or 3 times, then it might be because I'm not receiving you guys properly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys sound like two extremely happy robots.
Mm-mm. Why
Not
happy?
happy chicks.
Like that.
Oh, okay.
You do
Yeah.
that too.
I know, I'm doing that right now.
Alright.
I would have figured so.
Were you gonna ask a question before you bailed on us, Ivik?
Yeah?
I said, were you gonna ask a question? Or like before you bailed?
Not one that I can remember at present, no.
Okay.
I can, however, ask a question,
Mm-hmm.
which is, so you're not going to go to the picnic. You're obviously going to go to, what's that other one?
Icon.
Rage.
Rage
Icon
as well.
Rage, yeah. Are you going to enter it in the cosplay
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay.
This time, yes. I wanted to do it at Geek Fest, but I was a bit unsure about the whole cosplay thing.
Uh,
Cosplay
didn't.
supposed to be something that people can recognize, or is cosplay just playing around in costume?
You know, we had this conversation on the Facebook page of Cosplay South Africa, and
Mm.
I posted the fursuit, and I said, with posting the fursuit, I said, I don't know if this is really cosplay because it's not a character from an original series, like a series or movie or something. And the best responses that I got, everybody loved it, first of all, and the general response that I got was that you don't necessarily have to be a character from a series or a movie or something. What cosplay is really about is creativity. You know, if you can stretch your creativity into making yourself a character, then essentially you're cosplaying.
That's good. Yep. I
A
kind of
form
thought
of
that.
cosplaying.
I kind of thought that people would be a little bit more of a stickler for. No, it has to be like. It has to be from an existing IP or something like that. It's good to hear that they're not
I had
that
that same
much.
idea.
I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear they're not that caught up on that.
No, it's
Well, I mean,
actually, you know, yeah.
you
Sorry.
create your OP or
Essentially, yeah.
your original
Mm.
person.
You, you know how many people actually ask me at Geekfest, like, what are you cosplaying at? Like, what are you doing? It's an original character. And that was my
Mm.
answer. And everybody's, oh, that's so cool. That's so original. I'm like, yeah.
That's that's furry for you.
Mhm.
Everything's original.
I
Ish.
didn't explicitly go out saying, yeah, it's furry, it's furry, it's furry, because a lot of people don't know what furry is. They'd be like, what? What?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that at Geek Fest, the vast majority of people might know what a furry is.
A lot of people do, and a lot of, no, that was so weird. A lot of people do, and a lot of people don't.
Alright.
Girls will, girls won't.
You're
Anyway.
gonna make me sing.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've mentioned it quite often at Geek Fest and things like that. Were those other people there as well? I remember that we spoke to the last year at Geek Fest. I spoke to two people who wanted to create like some sort of geek con or something or other in Johannesburg slash Pretoria, and I don't know. It was with Onyx, and something happened. But yeah, I mean, like, were those people there as well? If I'm not sure if you remember the people we're talking about, because I remember that you were with our group, yeah, last year.
My own thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they were there. They might have been there. Onyx was there though. Onyx and the other guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
Onyx and
Eowyn.
Erwin, his
I
boyfriend.
think
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. The one with the fur suit of a fox. Sorry. The fur suit of
horse.
a horse.
Mm. Who has a, if I'm not mistaken, a mop brush for a tail.
Yes.
Whatever works.
What? It is a mop brush for a tail. It's actually quite innovative,
Resourceful.
It's an. It's a
resourceful.
very
Yeah.
something.
What he can possibly do is maybe I don't know, like generally, like if I remember mop brushes to begin with, they are made out of individual strands inside their thicker strands.
Mhm.
What he could do is try to break those apart to make it more horse-like, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a
He's
yarn tail effect. Just
yeah.
like with yarn.
Yeah.
No, no,
I
that
know
could
that
very much work.
yarn tails are a thing. I just can't knit for shit, so
You're not alone. I can sew like a
One
bitch, but I
purl
can't knit for shit.
what exactly is the purl two when it comes to knit one? It's like knit one, purl two. What exactly does purl mean? I don't know.
Mm. You're asking me, dude. I work with computers for a living.
And I'm Afrikaans, so.
Oh,
Didn't your
I'm
mama
being
ever?
given.
Yeah.
I'm literally being given knitting advice from Doge, who's sitting right next to me here. He's apparently it's what was it? Say it again. One over, one under. S- Yeah. So one over, and then pearl is apparently around almost and up under the first loop you make.
Okay. Interesting.
As Bjorn is also trying to say things from. I see. He's he, he's showing me some of his handiwork.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a glove. Yeah, it's funny his gloves. Anyway, um, so along with I mean, like you're out of the fursuits that I've seen that are like homegrown and things like that. I mean, and I have said this to you before. Like, I mean, your acumen, your accuracy is some of the best I've seen. I think that you're also pretty fast at what you do.
Oh, really?
Um, for a person who's been around for like who's only made 2 suits so far, you're pretty damn good.
Well, thank you. That's quite an ego boost.
You're welcome. We might as well say it on air. Um,
Mm.
if you look,
Sorry,
there's a Dropbox page. I'm going to post it to furry.fm as well, so that people can see why we're so happy about your acumen. Let me just get rid of that other bit there, which makes no sense. YoteFox, 31 minutes. And bam. Okay. So yeah, being you're so obviously you're taking a bit of a break in respect to building suits and things like that. But I mean, would you be able to, or if you had like an initial, you know, amount of money coming in and things like that, would you be able to actually start up your a job or at least some sort of thing up here in South Africa?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I've been thinking about this for quite a while, and the only reason why I'm not taking commissions at all at this stage is because I'm busy with full-time university at the moment. Um, but what my plans are for in regards to commissions or like doing first-sitting stuff in general is that during my vacations I've got to do love to do something like that. And not just doing commissions. I've been thinking about like having workshops, having people over at my studio, at my
Hmm.
place, like showing them what to do, how to do it, how do I do it, you know,
Hmm.
those kind of things. I've been thinking a lot about that.
Would you be able to take it on the road?
Like go from Gauteng to say Cape Town and like do it there.
Or go from Gauteng to, say, Bloemfontein and do it there?
That is something that I'll have to think about, but that is a good idea.
Mm.
But the
I mean, like,
essential,
is probably the place.
oh
No.
yeah, I got that. I got that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. In that case, yes. I'd more than I would have a workshop there if
Nice.
if that's what you're hinting at.
Yeah. Yeah. Yay! You're on our itinerary. You're on like Saturday, 2 a.m., 2 p.m. Sorry.
2 a.m.
Shit.
Drunken first making. Yeah.
Yes, you can't make shit like that without drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the pain. Do you have a picture of your fursuit? Technically, just for the people on Fur.fm, I see that the link that you sent us is just a picture of Vex.
Into my computer.
Hmm.
I did prepare for this stream.
He's prepared.
Even
Look, he, pre- he prepared for 20 minutes. Wow,
Yeah.
we do, that's longer than we do.
Yeah, going to say that's one of us. Like,
I've got a lot of pictures. I don't know which one to share.
I think the one that went onto the Tumblr would actually be pretty nice.
I don't have that on my laptop. I've got that on my phone.
no, then send the one.
It's
Just
okay.
send the link on the Tumblr. Just
Yeah, I'm
point,
sending it now.
point the people to Tumblr then.
Got
Yeah,
pictures.
because for the check out our Tumblr site, please just like and subscribe and all of that kind of stuff that we all love you guys to do, and we never actually ask you to do that most of the time.
Mhm.
So
There is a picture shared in the first stream chat of me at Geekfest. One of the pictures taken.
Okay.
Please, you know what's interesting? At Geekfest, I did not take one single photo of my own. All the photos that I
Huh.
got are from other people.
That's cool though. Means people at least like
That's pretty
sat up and took notice.
so freaking
Yeah.
popular. I mean, oh my gosh.
Such popular fur.
Oh my god, such puppy fur.
Don't encourage that kind of
Ermagerd.
behavior.
So are you gonna try doing a full suit at some point, or?
That is my plan, yes. But
Uh-huh.
I'm struggling a bit with the digitigrade.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tongue twister. I'm working on concept with digitigrade and things. I've wasted so much foam working on that.
Okay. You mean like padding around the knees?
That is
Uh-huh.
my dream since the beginning of building fursuits. To do the digitigrade suit. Sorry. It's tongue twister. Okay, I'll just say digi from now on. Digi suit.
Now
It would be
I
nice to
have.
have Huh?
No, I've got Digimon stuck in my head right now.
Well, it would be nice to have a
Digimon,
legitimate
this one.
digigrid suit.
Monster.
That would be awesome. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm working towards. Essentially, what I'm trying to do with the first sitting is I'm trying to do like the most difficult type of things. I know Vex wasn't a very difficult head to make because it was so minimalistic that it just turned out awesome.
Well, it doesn't have,
Sometimes
yeah, doesn't necessarily have to be
the
like,
amount of work. Yeah.
yes, doesn't necessarily have to be like
Go.
super intricate for it to look cool.
Mhm.
That's true. Sometimes the minimalistic approach is the best approach.
Hmm.
But I mean, like again, like it's pretty much the same kind of thing when it comes to like cooking or anything like that. Sometimes the simplest ingredient makes it taste the best.
That is true.
I mean, if you listen, like my couscous, which apparently gets lauded very very often in this house for no apparent reason. Generally, all I no, but it's I don't necessarily feel like there's a lot that goes into it. I mean,
I mean, couscous is basically design of pop, so
yeah, designer pub.
Bap.
But yeah, I mean, like it's the Vista sauce, chutney, and some salt and some oil, and then mix that around for a while, and that's actually been, in my sort of personal opinion, was the best one, and I made that today. It was like, ha, what else is in this house? Ha, okay, let's go.
Yeah, simplicity is the best sometimes.
yeah.
Mm.
I prefer a little bit like splashy kind of cooking. Like I've making myself, I've like almost consistently been making myself like this really nice pad thai recipe I got off the internet, and it's a little bit more involved than just like put some everything together and then there's food. But I do like making it, and I do like the taste of it. So yeah, and it's one of the few
Don't
meals I
knock the
can
way
make.
I cook.
Yeah, it's also like one of the few meals where I can actually just like put peanut butter and stuff.
Oh, oh right, of course, because pad thai.
Because pad thai.
Oh, that also reminds me of that day that I put peanut butter and syrup into couscous.
Does
Why?
that work?
Because because reasons. Because I had it and I wanted something sweet, and that was the only like starch that I had could go with it. So I was like, well, people make bread pudding, so let's make this.
Fair point.
Yeah, rice pudding. Sorry.
You're making me hungry now.
Mm. Well, I mean, you're drinking, so eat.
I have. Guess what I have next to me? A bag.
Maltesers.
Uh-uh. Bag of biltong. Nom, nom.
I had biltong yesterday and today. I'm so tired of biltong right now.
Nom, nom.
I hate both of you.
Ah, we still
I
love
don't
you,
think-
Alec.
Yeah, marginally.
Mm.
Marginally, yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah, scroll
Oh,
sky.
Tempest says that you should start your own YouTube channel, and I'm going to respond with the following. Yote already has his own YouTube channel. You have to look for it.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Pl-
We see.
shamelessly,
I subscribed to it today.
shamelessly
Oh,
plug away.
today actually. That is interesting.
Yes.
Shame.
YoteFox. Here it is.
Yeah, you have the platform now. Shamelessly plug away.
Mm-hmm.
What's the channel called? Just YoteFox.
Just YoteFox is just my own channel that I have had since I can first remember YouTube. Anyway, what I want to do with this channel is, and I think I've already said that on the South African Furry Forum, is that I want to do fursuiting stuff, tutorials, random everyday stuff, just experiment with the YouTube, everything that you can do on YouTube. I just want to experiment with in
Mm-hmm.
the form of being a furry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not specific. Yeah, sorry.
No, go.
No, what I wanted to end with saying is that I'm not going to specifically focus on just fursuiting. There will be a lot of fursuiting, but it won't be just fursuiting. I'm going to try, like I said, everything.
Snails is stuff.
Hmm?
I'm ashamed I'm going to say no.
And King Gord.
Again, ashamed I'm going to say no.
Differently.
Differently, yes. I've got my own opinion on differently. Yeah, okay.
And culturally effed.
Culturally effed, I know, yes. I'm trying to catch up on all the episodes as I get time.
I like them.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I like his ideas and way of thinking and everything.
Yeah, but these are guys that you can check out with for sort of like fursuit-esque stuff. Random things. I know that Nine Lives Nails tends to fool around quite often. Nonsensical nonsense being some of the things that he does. Space Cat is another thing that he's apparently done. Herb Roasted Chicken Edition. Midwest Fur Fest 2015.
I don't watch the American convention videos anymore. I used to, but I don't
Why?
anymore.
Does it
Because they
depress you?
it depresses me so much knowing that we won't have that here.
Huh.
We might someday, but we don't have now.
Mm.
And we all want everything
No,
now.
it'll be it'll be next year. Just this.
Yeah. Next year, July. I think.
I can
That's
remember
it.
saying it's going to be next year, July.
Yeah.
Next year, July, Bloemfontein. All the stuff that we have is done. Website will be going up as soon as any of us actually have time to get to a Skype chat going.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Keldon's been very, very busy lately. And I myself have only recently finished marking today.
I need to get at least 2 of my own suits there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you already have 2 of your own suits, so...
No, but I mean actual fucking suits, not the green one.
I like that one. Just biased to green.
Yeah. No, you very much.
Yeah, but not necessarily that green. I like a darker green, like a
What's wrong? I'm green.
manly green.
Emerald.
That's a
Emerald green.
emerald, emerald like emerald mixed in with pine cone
Ah.
green.
Isn't that
Forest.
like? Yeah, I was about to say
Forest
that's
green.
forest green.
Yeah.
I can get. Oh yeah, I can get it for. Yeah. Sorry.
Let me check.
Raven songs that my manly green is gay.
Dutch.
If I'm sure. Wow.
And Ravensong's name on my screen right now is actually lime green. So
It is in fact lime green, yes. But I think that she's done that on purpose.
clever girl.
What is this? Oh, right, of course. Um, One of the things that Furry.fm has been doing recently is that they've been creating our own homepage
Yay!
on their Fur.fm site. So we're going to be moving in there soon and being able to update from there and being able to do everything from Fur.fm side. So that'll be interesting. Um, Also, one of the things that I do want to call out right now at about 10 to 9 at this point, for those of you who are listening, while you're having a good little listen to our come up with a couple of ideas for us in respect to what you'd like us to do in respect to words and that, and then more some respect to.
Yeah, please stop that.
So many respect to.
I respect everything.
I respectfully
It's
ask
the
you to
respect
stop
you
that.
respect.
Pants. I respect no pants. No pants
my.
are respected here by me, especially not pant-alones.
Get to the point.
Ah,
Yes. Any case, I'm gonna say in respect to again.
what was that?
That was the sound of a dying whale.
That was a groan.
Um, So, we have a couple of things that we want to do with the Fur.fm side as well. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to be looking at maybe having a news spot in English. So they're pretty much doing a German news spot on their side that runs for about 2 days on their website and then goes to their YouTube channel. We want to do something similar to that. One of the things that I'm thinking about doing at about midweek that I want to pull Scratch and the rest of our group from fur.fm, yeah, pretty much First Stream and south-afrifur into, is having little 15-minute spots or information pieces about something that is close to our heart or goodness knows what, that we want to just put up every now and again from our side. So maybe if you guys have some topics for us or something you'd like us to research and consider listening to or looking at and then just vocalize on it, then just, let us know. If it's computer or IT based, Scratch is the guy that you want to speak to. For Doge, if you want to listen to or hear about animal related things, pretty much, animal related things, but I mean like real animals.
Okay. Like what? What? What's funny?
Hey?
What's funny now?
Uh,
You're.
Real animals. And conservation attempts and things like that. And the same thing for Raven Song, who's also, for those of you who don't know, she's actually part of the south-afrifur team. And she tends to have a conservation very close to her heart, which is something that we should also have a look at. And then for Doja's side, I mean, some of the conservation efforts from South Africa themselves. And yeah, so anything that you guys want to hear about, anything that you guys want us to talk about or discuss, again, let us know. We've got about half an hour.
What's the
Apparently
format of this news
RESPECT
though? Like what? Is it just like half an hour spot once a
minutes,
week or something?
something along the lines of that. Like either a half an hour spot from each of us once a week, or once a week we'll cycle through it.
Okay.
And then of course there's the news spot.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know. Current news, because there's a German version. We're currently working on a way to getting that translated and then worked into, English grammar styles, which is actually a lot more difficult than it sounds. Um, but yeah, so that's that. Uh, YoteFox, I think one of the things that we do want to speak about possibly is maybe from a fursuiting perspective, if you wouldn't mind possibly every now and again popping in and helping us out with that. You could always say no, like, live on air, but
do you honestly think I'm going to say no to that?
maybe?
Uh,
Bananas, yeah. I think
just said
Hernan's right.
yes. The answer is yes, okay?
The
Yes.
answer is bananas.
The answer is bananas.
Potassium. How many valence electrons?
Mm, okay. So yeah. Otherwise, I mean, you've got your YouTube site going on. Are you looking at opening up a Patreon site to help possibly, or maybe even a Kickstarter fund to help your initial movement and things like that? Obviously, if you do start a Patreon site or a Kickstarter site, you send us a link and we'll um, plug the shit out of it.
Okay, yeah, I have been looking at starting a Patreon site. It was brought under my attention last year during my creation of X by Tox, and he said I need to open. I said I need to think about opening a Patreon site. And what my argument towards that is that Patreon site you have to pay like monthly, let's say $1 or something, and I be able to commit on, well, let's say a monthly basis to making things.
Hmm. But
I'd be able to
what?
commit
Yeah.
bi-monthly, perhaps.
What would be interesting is that again, like with something like Kickstarter, on the other hand, I mean there's a percentage that gets taken from the amount that you've raised that they'll take in uh, after the raising is done, and then what happens is that the rest of that money goes to you, and that would help you with, I guess, a what do you call it, a initial income.
How do you mean?
You say asked for $2,000, or if you asked for $2,000 to start off your fursuit making slash, tail slash ear slash.
Slash.
And you say gave it over like a 3 or 4 month period, and you said that you would like to raise XYZ amount of money, say before the holiday starts,
Yeah.
and then you can actually buy an initial amount of like furs and things like that and work on commissions throughout,
But
which would be more beneficial. And then obviously you note the people who've been donating and things like that, and then you much like Patreon, that would be something that would be more.
that'd be like placing yourself under, let's say, a lot of pressure, like saying, if you donate, let's say, $10 this month, I will be doing this at that time. Is it like that?
Not necessarily. It's just to get your business off the ground. I mean, having a lot of the initial uh, equipment, like say maybe your own Nye machine, uh, and a lot of the foam that you're gonna need, and maybe say 5 to 7 different colors of fur.
Yeah, okay. I understand that. Yeah, yeah, I can. I want to look into doing something, but my with overall with these Kickstarter, Patreon, any kind of donating site, that my issues with this is, as I am an accountant, as most of you would know, I want to get for my clients the most value of their money.
Hmm.
And if I can't give you the value of your money, say if you donate 100 Rand a month towards my pathetic cause of making fursuits, and then
It's not
if I
pathetic.
can, okay, my cause of making fursuits, whatever. Um, if I can't give you the value for your 100 Rand per month, I'm going to feel like a complete dick. Is-
I can understand
See what
that.
I'm getting at?
Yeah.
I want
No,
to
I,
give
I
you
can
your
totally get
value
on.
of money. And that is why I haven't opened for commission yet. I don't want to take your 4,000 Rand for, let's say, a head. Don't anybody use that as a price. That's not what the head's price. Anyway, that's just an example. I don't want to take your 4,000 Rand as a head for a head commission and not give you your value of 4,000 Rand for that head.
Hmm.
Fair
That
Fair
point.
is
enough.
what's been keeping me from starting commissions.
Yeah, well, you need to work out your own price plan in that regard. Like, you need to be sure that what you can give people is like for you the end product is worth that much money plus labor. Like
Exactly.
you need to start
Because I
valuing
Yeah.
your own product.
Exactly, and I've seen a few fursuits online and things, and I've heard what people get charged for those fursuits, and I don't want to be one of those guys who get shamed for, look, he's charging, let's say, $500 for a fursuit, but this is what he's giving me. I don't want to
Yeah.
be one of those guys.
Mm.
Yeah. Hmm.
I
That's
want
a very
client
good business
satisfaction.
acumen, I guess. I think from a business side, as an accountant, you probably need to finish your studies first anyway.
That is
But
true.
I mean, would you be diving directly into work after your studies, or would you try to make a go of this first?
Um,
Different from paying. I mean, and that's the reason why Kickstarter actually exists, is that people who take interest in the work that you're doing are willing to give you a kickstart to getting to where you need to be.
Oh,
yeah, I
Thank you,
understand that.
Scratch.
Um, it's still, I want to give you your value of money for your kickstart.
mm. Well,
I don't
yeah.
want you
But you're not.
thinking like I used half of the money to go and buy myself Jack Daniels, and the other half of the money to half-assedly make a fursuit. You know, that's not what I do. But yeah,
Just yeah. Um, share
Yeah,
the
I
I
Jack
mean,
know.
Daniel.
yeah. See, yeah, I can understand what he means because I mean, a Kickstarter is more of like, well, this is difficult. Something like this is difficult to kickstart because it's this. There's not sort of a This isn't a manufacturing process where you can ship people like a T-shirt or a thingamabob and a T-shirt and a sticker, like if they kickstart the project. And it's not really like a Patreon thing, in that there's something that he can like produce rather quickly. Like everything making a fursuit is like an intense uh, piece of work. Uh, so it's not like it can just be like mass produced and given to everybody. So crowdfunding something like that's going to be a little bit not difficult, just an odd prospect.
Yes.
I'd say just do anonymous fundraising. I would look. I mean, honestly, like if anything, one of the things that I think because south-afrifur now has a vested interest in you, uh, we would.
Shit. Under a lot of
uh,
pressure here.
Yeah, because when Ivik has a
yes, but
vested interest in something, he doesn't stop.
Shit.
Yeah.
hmm so the vested interest goes as follows. If during next year you are going to be at said convention, we might have, I don't know, anonymous donation box somewhere in the building for you.
Somewhere.
Don't steal.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tie it
I make
down.
promises that I can't keep. Woo!
I
Yeah.
I might like go with the fursuit and steal it as a joke. That would be funny.
Mhm. But yeah, I mean, like again, it's something that we can work on. I think that your work is of a quality that I think more people in South Africa would love to see. And since I think you're, I wouldn't necessarily say that you're the most consistent in, but the thing is that like out of your work acumen, like you're one of the best that we've seen so far.
Feel it. While touching upon that, I have to say that I have stared a lot of times at giving it all up. Just like stopping. Um, but yeah, that's
Mm.
appreciated to hear.
I mean, if you look at Cape Fox, Cape Fox mentions that he knows of a person who bought a slushy machine and
Sorry.
paid for it in the first weekend at sports events, and I believe that the person that we're talking about is not that person. Um, is a person that we all know and love for his slushies. Um,
Slush Rabbit.
They are pretty amazing. Frankly, sometimes he brings them to furry events, and then we just put vodka into it, and then they're amazing.
Which is never a bad
Yes,
thing.
I think that's that. Yeah, I think
Shit,
that's
I had a
exactly what
slush
I'm saying.
machine.
Well, then buy a slushy machine and pay for it in the week that you go to sports events and stuff.
Yeah, because I've got sports events.
Sports ball.
You can make mascot suits for the, let me see, Pretoria rugby teams.
Yeah.
Um.
Yes.
If you want to talk like a little bit of uh, not activism, just like sort of representation. Have you heard about the African continent's first gay and inclusive rugby team, the Josie
This
Cats?
is true.
The Josie Cats. There might be
Yeah, it's
something
the Jersey
there.
Cats, yeah.
There might be something there.
That's such an appropriate name.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, there might be something there. Maybe you can chat to them about like a mascot deal or something.
Then I'd
Yeah,
have to
for
make complete suit. So.
Hmm.
I'd look
Ju-
into that. Yeah, I'd definitely look into that.
Just saying.
Since you are from Johannesburg and they might be looking for a mascot,
Mhm.
that might be
I
oh,
get where you're going at. Yes, yes. So
aha.
a bit of
Yeah.
late reaction there. Yes, I get what you're getting at. That comment.
Huh.
See, I'm useful sometimes.
Anyway,
Yep. I mean, there's obviously
yes.
there's the Jersey Cats now, and I mean there are a lot of other rugby clubs who'd be, I guess, to an extent, be willing to have a mascot or something like that. There's Harlequins up this side.
No, I've actually been looking into doing like a mascot type of thing to advance the fursuit acting. I've looked at my own university. Let's not start there. Also, I've spoken to Jack Dane, and he said that the things that got him into fursuiting is that he wanted to be a mascot at his own university, and that got me thinking, why don't I do? Now that you brought it up, I'll definitely look into something like that. That could be very cool.
Mhm.
Huh.
Might very well be worth
Huh.
checking out.
Yeah. So I mean, there are definitely a whole bunch of things that out there that are ways of you being able to firstly show your business acumen to people, and obviously depending on the kind of company or something that you get who's able to do what they need to do or want you to do something, from them you would probably get give higher prices to, specifically because they actually have the money, and then that actually helps you push your prices to reasonable prices here in South Africa.
Like, research and a way of determining costs and determining prices and the willingness to pay for a fursuit, because that's where I'm stuck at now.
Oh, this is
But
true.
also saying that is that yeah, this is gonna sound cliche, but I don't have a lot of time to make. I've got 4 or 5 months of the year to work on a suit.
Yeah. But you can do what you can. It's something that you should possibly look into.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. As of a business perspective, most definitely. Because I mean,
Say again?
Hmm.
I say I'm a student. Business money is tight, so
Oh yeah.
money would be appreciated in any sense, form, or shape of it.
Mm. Give money blocks. Just I'm duck, please throw bait crack.
Try to find out prices from people who create mascots. There's a mascot group in Cape Town.
Mm. But I'm assuming you also have to take into account a bunch of different things like the mobility of that suit. Like, Like, is it
Yeah,
gonna be a
they-
partial? Is the thing gonna be able to like strap on and sit
Like-
properly? That kind of shit.
you can't make digi-legs for a mascot suit because mascots move around a lot. Do things with a mascot suit that you won't do in a fursuit.
Yeah, like potentially front
And the
flip.
degree of exactly. And well, I have to be fit for that. I'm too fat right now to do something like that.
Oh lol.
God.
This is interesting. I found the group that did the Partiers cricket mascot, Zach. It's mascots.co.za.
Who the fuck is Zach?
It's the Pertia / lion / thing that looks kind of creepy. I'll send you a picture. It's terrifying.
Please send me the picture.
Here, everybody scream in unison.
Where is it? Oh, chat.
I've posted it on. Ah, Jesus!
Whoa. Yeah, that's a little bit creepy.
Sorry.
Is that an actual suit or is that like rendered?
No, this is actually his suit. He wears the cricket. There is a picture of him online as well, where he's generally at the prize giving of the Partia's team, and he's constantly bobbing. It kind of annoys me.
Now I
The
know
cheat.
what-
Did you guys say something?
Go.
Hello? I'm asking, did you guys
Hello?
say something? Like, you guys cut out for a second on my side.
No,
Oh,
we were talking about Zakumi, Zak, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure his name,
That could be,
but
though.
the same group did a. Oh my. They do objects as well. The
Right,
Handy
there is-
Gas Man for Afrox. There's a Remax Balloon. There's the Village Walk Mall Tiki. There's the Ungeni Water. Tip Top Sausages.
Lekker.
Twisco Chocolate Jar.
Chocolate
Just
jar?
add,
Yep.
What is
on
that?
the topic of the mascot suits.
I don't know, but they did the Gummy Bear. I'm a gummy bear. That song.
Nope. Do not know.
Scratch.
Yeah?
Remember Bebo? Yeah. They
Bebo?
did the Bebo mascot. Yeah.
Oh, Bebos, yeah. They needed mascots? Like, those things sold like fucking hotcakes.
Yeah, no. For a while.
Yeah.
Dude, best mascot ever. Just found it.
Ooh,
Please
what,
post link.
I'm gonna post it to first stream,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna post it to where did I send
What a doers. I'm really surprised you guys laughed at that. I'm shocked at you guys. Shame on you.
Bloody Afrikaans.
Even me.
Shame on you.
Yeah. So I mean, like, we could always go into that kind of design where you literally just have a box wine.
That's just too simplistic.
Yep. The Absa Casual Day guy has a mascot, and so does the Jelly Tots guy.
Oh, the overalls guy.
Yeah.
I remember seeing an Easter bunny and I wanted to run it over.
That's not.
That's how bad the suit was made.
Oh, okay.
They did. Oh goodness, they made a condom.
Please post link. Now!
What's his name? Willie?
Dearest.
Raven's song obviously says that the wine mascot is her new boyfriend.
I knew it was
Guys,
banned.
those of you listening, please, if you have any questions for Yote, go right ahead. Come on. I mean, I also
Come on,
see that
what
there
are
are
the
foxes on here at all, like all times. YoteFox, Cape Fox, Astro Fox, Cuddles Fox. No, Cuddles Fox. Cuddles isn't a fox. God damn it.
Cuddles?
Wolf, deer, fear.
Yeah, it. No, because yeah.
I
Wait,
yeah,
questions.
that's yeah. So yeah, South Africa is definitely very good at making their mascots.
Yes, very good.
Well,
Like
Sorry.
yeah. Japan apparently has like a metric shit ton of mascots. They have like a mascot for literally everything, even like different districts, municipal districts.
Such robot.
yep,
Oh, sorry, did I
scratch.
was I roboting? Sorry. Um,
You
was
roboted out.
yeah, sorry. Like Japan has like a metric shit ton of mascots, like one for almost every like municipal district and like public service that they have. That's where that the brown thing with the red cheeks comes from. Like oh, I forgot what his name is. Um, mascot.
Raven's got a question.
Hmm.
It's not exactly directed towards the fursuits, but she's asking me where I got my beach buggy from.
Hmm. Where did you
Yes,
get your beach buggy from?
I've got a lime green beach buggy. Yes. The precious gorgeous. Are you talking about the beach buggy or the beetle? Because I've got a beach buggy, I've got a beetle, and I've got a combi. Um, yeah, let's just clear that out first.
Hmm. While we're waiting for her to clear that out, have you seen the Sun Wolves as mascots? Scratch talking about the metric shit ton of good Japanese like mascots out there.
Nope.
I have posted it to the link here. Um, with at least it isn't this.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Oh boy.
skew eyes and all.
That
They're
dude,
very cute.
dude, that looks like freaking. Um,
It's Frankie.
yeah, it looks like Frankie, just like muddied.
Yeah, like spray painted on the sides with fabric paint.
Uh-uh. Is that actually a
It's so
mascot?
uncombed, it must be combed. Yes, this is the actual Sun Wolves mascot.
Hmm.
They literally bought 1,000 rand head and popped it
A guy.
God, I
onto
see
there,
robot.
onto a guy who's in a Sun Wolves shirt.
Oof.
I'm hoping that next year they get a little bit more money. I'm almost willing to donate to them to just make it better.
Shame.
Huh.
Don't be mean.
Yeah. But yeah, so she mentions all three because they're all amazing.
Okay, each one of my vehicles has their own, like, complete backstory and everything. I would love to sit and chat about all of them, but I'll quickly go about each one of them. The Beetle, the essential, the first Beetle that I got was a 1974 Beetle. The story began, I was 14 years old, and my dad approached me and told me, I'm going to get a Ferrari. 14-year-old me didn't know what was my dad's financial position. So at that time, he told me he's buying me a Ferrari Dino, the one with the round lights, emphasis on round lights. So he bought that from a guy in Krugersdorp who was busy panel beating it and the Ferrari. No. And anyway, the guy that was busy panel beating it contacted the woman that owned the Beetle, and she told my dad, or told the guy, that she can no longer afford the Beetle and she wants to sell it. And my dad came up with an elaborate plan to get it for me, and I went snooping around and I got the Beetle. That's the story of the Beetle, short and sweet.
Mm.
The story of the Combi. Sorry, I know this isn't. Yeah, the story of the Combi was that me and my dad actually went to like our parts supplier in Randburg in Gauteng, and we went searching for parts for Beetles and stuff because we were busy fixing my Beetle, and we came across this awesome Combi that was a double cab bakkie, yet a Combi with a 2.5 Chevrolet motor. And I told him, that is, and I told him in Afrikaans, that is my hartsepunt, that is my, like my my every dream that I want. And at the end of the day, we ended up buying it for very, very cheap. And the budger bug was, I don't know how many people have seen the budger bug, but that is quite a story. We bought it essentially because we wanted to trade it for a 1960s Beetle. So it ended up, we wanted to trade it and the trade did not go through, so I ended up fixing it and it ended up being lime green, and right now it's just standing, it's waiting for me to fix it. So that's the stories in short and sweet. I'd love to go on about them, but yeah.
Well, as you guys might have figured out, he's an avid car and
Car person.
I work every second weekend on my cars.
under your cars.
Under,
Didn't realize
on
you
them,
were into that.
on top of them, in them, between them. You know, just
Just all
Yeah.
over the show.
all over the show. So much oil.
Huh. Okay. So I mean, like, and that's some really really interesting stuff. I mean, like, obviously, furries aren't defined just by their, what would you call it? Well, that's a good one. Well,
Petrosexual.
they're but. And the thing is that oddly enough, when it comes to petrosexual, just segueing very very quickly to this, I mean, in Afrikaans, obviously, there's a Pietru.
Don't even go there. Don't even go there, please.
So that would just mean that for some reason you're sexually attracted to everybody named Pietru.
My fourth grade English teacher's name was Pietru. Please don't go there. I did not like her.
Oh, okay.
Please don't go there.
Mm-hmm.
Top Gear.
Yeah, I understand it's a Top Gear reference.
Top Gear
Um,
is
That-
the Hammond, May, and
Yeah.
Mr.
Clarkson.
Bear.
Yeah, their new show is going to be called the Grand Tour, or shortened to the GT. And that's starting, I think, somewhere late this year on Amazon, for anyone interested.
So they're calling it the GT just to make sure that it's actually called Gear Top.
Maybe.
Why not call it fifth gear?
There's a show like that.
November.
There's a
I
show
know,
like
that's why I
called
said that.
Yeah. Damn.
Just being a dick right now.
Being facetious.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, what else is there to say? We're about 9:23, so we've got about 7 minutes left to wrap up and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks again, Yote, for being on the podcast with us. We really, really do appreciate it, and I hope that some of the people got something informative, little talk about fursuiting and some of your experiences that you might have had. And yeah,
Very-
so obviously we're gonna have you on here again sometime soon,
Mm-hmm.
maybe to share your experiences about Geek Fest and
And other
what else
shooting
would there
events.
be? Another suiting events, yes.
Zaf, fuck. Rage, Icon. I'll be shooting at both of them.
Uh-huh.
Best of luck.
Okay.
Don't get tackled.
Best of luck. Yeah. Well, I mean,
No,
with
I'm not afraid of shooting anymore. It's awesome.
yeah.
Well, as long as the people aren't dickheads around you, then that should be fine.
Different from what I expected everyone to be.
But yeah, I mean, thanks again for being on here, and we definitely will have you on again soon, which would be probably within the next whenever.
Awesome.
And
Thank you for
yeah,
having
for
me.
for those of you listening, obviously Cape Fox, Astro Fox, Cuddles, Kinkin ZA, Honan, Ravensong, Raccoon. I remember Raccoon was on at some point. I think that is about it on the name list. If I've forgotten anyone, just howl.
Ivix a dick. Sorry for that.
Just every other time that I scroll up, people shout at me. Did I mention Tempest?
Yes. You
I
also
did, yes, no, Tempest I mentioned now.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You always
Um,
miss names.
While we're talking about Tempest,
How do you mean I miss names?
No, you like always. It's like have I said like 4 times in a row, and then you always have.
Fun Day Pulpit was on here. Fun Day Pulpit.
Hmm.
And I think that's everybody on this side. And then obviously on the Furry.fm side, those of you who've been chatting around a bit. Knusp, say hello to him. And Bravura, obviously, he's been listening for a bit. Jamie's been listening. He had a bit of a giggle. Scratch, again.
Hmm.
Um, not to be mistaken with Scratch. And
Hello,
hello.
Ivik.
I think we lost them.
Ugh. Okay. Well then, I guess the only thing really left to do is to like I said, uh, thanks Yote for coming on. We'll have you on some other time, and then yeah, we'll see you guys next week most likely. So, cheers. And have a good
Thank you for
evening.
having me on.
It's a pleasure, dude. It's a pleasure. All right.
Awesome.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, cheers.